Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that I found going on in the world of Transformers. I let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is Toys_R_Us. So this is part 2, and yes, there's definitely going to be a part 3 in about 12 hours time, because as I said in the last video, and as I'm sure we're all completely aware at the moment, with the Rise of the Beast getting ever closer and with the fact that Legacy Evolution's next wave's about to drop, etc, etc, there's so much going on, so I just want to do my very best to get all the news out there to you. We are going to start off with TFW 2005's information from Agora Models. Now, this is something that I previewed or focused on rather a couple of weeks back. This is their G1 Optimus Prime model kit that is going to be 3 foot tall. And I know you use the word insane a lot, but this is that insane Optimus Prime model. And basically, the subscription plan, because of how expensive it is and how big it is live from now. So you can either go on here via the link, or you can head over, like it says there, to agoramodels.com. And just a reminder for you guys, as I say, it's 3 foot tall, it's got a voice box, it's got articulated everything, it's got LEDs, it has got absolutely everything going on it. So if you've not heard about this yet, just Google Agora Optimus Prime. It is huge. As I say, he's over 3 foot tall, die cast, and he lights up and everything. It's live to order and live to jump on the subscription plan, because they very sensibly, because they're going to need to, because nobody's going to be able to afford it outright, but you can at the end of the subscription service. But for most people, you can start the subscription plan right now. Okay, this is really cool. This is something that's been bubbling under the surface for ages, and of course it's been confirmed. This is a new Transformers animated movie, and it's basically looking like it's going to be like an Origins movie. I'm going to just read you a few lines from this, but there is a full interview on TFW 2005, and indeed I'll give you the direct link as well. You see all this? I'm not going to read all that out to you, of course. So this is from, because the guy who's going to be directing it is the same guy who directed Toy Story 4. So it says this movie will focus on the story of young Optimus and young Megatron and how they evolve into the characters that we know today. The entire movie is set on Cybertron, which of course means no humans, which is, of course, I think it's an important thing for these movies, especially with being animated and of course being on Cybertron. That's exactly how it should be. The origin of the Transformers will also be explored, so looking into all the primes, and it's an animation project. It could work as a new trilogy, which is even more exciting. They're basically looking, it's untitled yet, but it should be set to release in theatres July the 19th, 2024. So there's an original article on here, and as I say, there's a link on TFW 2005, and you can read all about it on there. I don't want to spoil it for people if they want to read it themselves, and on the same hand, I don't want to bore everybody as I read that out line for line. I think all we need to know is that it's an animated movie, it's set on Cybertron, there's no humans, origins of the Transformers, Megatron and Optimus Prime. You can't ask for anything more than that, I think. Right, moving on to some of the new Rise of the Beast figures. Right, so we've got some images of the new, what's its exact title? It's the Beast Mode Optimus Prime with a lion in his chest. As I say, I didn't purchase it. Somebody asked me why didn't I buy it and do a review on it, because there's just too many out there and it was really overpriced. But anyway, if you head to TFW 2005, there's, via this link as well, there's an Australian advert for the Rise of the Beast figures, but there's also these images I'm about to show you now. Now, this is a huge figure. It's very, I say very basic. It's basic for what it is. You can see how much bigger it is than Leader Class Scourge. You can see how much bigger it is than the Voyager Class figures in the main line. And you can see how much bigger it is than the Voyager Class Studio Series figures. So it is huge. And there, of course, is the deluxe figures. Its gimmick is, of course, that the lion, or the beast mode burst out of his chest, shall we say. There, of course, is Smash Change Optimus Prime. And there is one of the other ones from the Rise of the Beast toy line. This is how big it is. That's near enough as big as Leader Class 2007 Optimus. He is huge. There's the Smash Changer next to him. There's the new Voyager. Yeah, it's, as I say, it's an interesting figure, shall we say, but I definitely won't be buying it unless it gets halved in price, shall we say, at least. It's too expensive. That's why I've not got it. That's why I've not done a review. People have asked, that's all, and that's the reason why. Okay, moving on. This is interesting because I suppose obviously we don't all speak English, so for people in France, Mirage is going to be dubbed by a different actor. I've never heard of him, but this is a French celebrity called Mr. V. He is going to be Mirage's voice in the French dub, and you can see there their promotional material is Mirage there with that Mr. V indeed sitting on his shoulder. So that's interesting for those of you who live in France. I suppose it'd be interesting to see how much they do change his voice, in all honesty. Still staying with Rise of the Beast, we saw some new posters in the previous video. This is again some new posters. This is what I don't like about this one, is they've gone with a face-off between Optimus Prime and Primal. It would have been much better with having Scourge there, but this is again one of the promotional posters that is going to be used for the movie, and it says it's reminiscent, as it is of course, of the old poster from 2007 where Optimus Prime faced Megatron, and that's why I think it would have been better if they'd have had Scourge opposite, to be honest. But there you go, that's a new promotional poster we're going to see lots of very soon. Quick sightings, I've got loads more sightings coming up in the other videos as well. The new what's this, War for Cybertron Studio Series Voyager class Optimus Prime has been spotted in loads of spaces in America, loads of places in America. You need to be checking GameStops by the sound of it. That's where he's being spotted the most, so happy hunting with that. This is something, again, if you've not got Instagram, you can see these images via TFW 2005, and not just images, they're calling them stickers, and it's basically Rhinox, Cheetor, it's the Rise of the Beasts, and it's them charging at a screen. So this is the actual article from TFW 2005. If you head over there now, you can see, you get the Twitter link up, and I've just screenshotted a few images. That is, of course, Rhinox in the background running. He transforms into the Rhino and charges at the screen. Same with Cheetor, same with Optimus Primal, and it's really interesting to see these, because these are obviously, they've got to be direct animations. I'm pretty sure what we're going to see in the movie. There's no background in it though, but it's just something great to go and watch, and again, it's just helping this hype train along. Speaking of hype train along, we saw some of the statues that were in Vegas in another video. And this is, of course, how we know there's at least 2 sets of them, because they are also in Germany. And these are, so they've already been to some places in the US, Singapore, Brazil, Australia and Spain. And they've landed in the Mall of Berlin, and they're going to be there. Let me get the dates for you here. They're going to be there until, there we go, the statues will open up publicly from May the 2nd, and yeah, that's it, until May the 2nd. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got the facts right. Again, via TFW 2005, there's in the video you can watch of them installing them, and again, I've just got a few images of these statues because we've seen them so many times now. But all the lucky people in Germany right now, or especially in Berlin, you can see there, you can head down to see these in person at the Mall of Berlin right now until May the 2nd. So you've got a good week or so to go and have a look at them. Right, moving on to something that's completely blowing my mind for a couple of reasons. One, because it looks insane, the way it all combines, and 2, because I don't really know too much about it. I completely admit that the Unicron trilogy was one of the big areas that I missed out in my collecting years, but this is Fans Hobby's take. Okay, so this is their take on Overload. This is MB20, and this is some images of him with Naval Commander, and their take on Armada Optimus Prime as well. So I've took these images from T-Formers, but they are also on the Facebook page. I'll show you in a second. So you can see here, now the one that's all the red colours, that is Overload, and this is him combined with Fans Hobby's take on other Armada figures, shall we say. And as I say, please help me in the comments if I get anything wrong. I don't profess to know in everything, and especially with these, this is my huge grey spot in my collecting because I don't own them. So there you go, you can see there is Overload. This is the new figure that is ready for pre-order, I think, already. There he is, and the crazy thing with this is they do all combine. They can be multi-changed, multifunctional, all different functions in between. At the moment he's just all red because it's just a test piece. I don't know if that's going to be the full finished colours. It's just saying that these are images of him in colour. You can see there you've got the different trucks pulling him. So you've got Naval Commander and the Normal Commander. There they are again, the 2 respective different vehicles, and indeed base mode, which looks spectacular. You can see the minicons are fully functional with all of these, and again, the thing what I like about this is they're just huge giant play sets. There's the minicon again, all in red for now. There's the other 2 minicons to the other 2 products. Again, if you want to see these in more detail, I'd say head to the Fans Hobby Facebook page. Once again, I didn't log into the Facebook. I just went to there, typed in Fans Hobby Facebook. These pages came up here, and I just wanted to show you a few images from that as well if you want to see them again in more detail or on T-Formers, but I'd suggest the most information with all the comments and all the discussions is on their Facebook page. There's even more. See, there's loads from their Facebook I've just screenshotted ready to show you. So onto third party, there's loads just all appeared, all the new age figures like the new Hound, etc. Trailbreaker's only been out for what, a month or so, a couple of months in Masterpiece. There's already a fourth party version of him, which of course means that it's a KO of the original. That's already available to order on Shozy as well. All of these figures, including the new Sentinel from New Age, and all the ones you can see there, the blaster with the gold chest, all these variants, these are pre-orders right now on Shozy store. I'm going to put a link again to the Discord, which again is the best place to be around when they do their crazy flash 50% off sales, and of course I'll let you know on here straight away. Also, talking of third-party companies, this is a new third-party company called Cyang Culture, and this is from their Weibo pages but via TFW 2005, so it looks like I've got another Weibo I need to keep checking out weekly. This is their Legend Scale G1 trainbot Getsui, so we're going to get a Legend Scale Raiden. So it says, I'm just going to quickly read this, there's only a couple of lines. These are new G1 trainbots for the competitive Legend Scale market. And as we can see from the first images, they seem to be pretty detailed renditions of Getsui in robot mode and Seizan in train mode and Seizan in robot mode. And they've got, for scale, they've got some shots next to other Legend Scale toys. So here we go. There is the figures that we're talking about. So there is Getsui. And as I say, these are Legend Scale, so these won't be very big at all. There they are compared to some of the other Legend Scale figures that are out and about at the moment. And I can't wait to see these, in all honesty. I love the trainbots. I love Raider, and they're the reason I started buying the Masterpiece figures again. So I'm going to be watching that with bated breath, shall we say. So with regards to the channel, I'm going to have another news bulletin in about 10-12 hours with the rest of the stuff that I've still not got around to getting around to telling you. And of course, it gives more opportunity for even more things to happen. I've got Shockwave still to do because that's still later on. And talking of Masterpiece trainbots, I've still got to get around to doing Yukikaze, but he's so fiddly. And I'll get that done as soon as possible. As well with everything else, more showcases. I've sort of finally got the roomish how I'm looking. So I've got this area behind me here where I can fit some of the figures which I'm able to do sub showcases from, as well as reviews. So loads of things going on with the channel, loads of things to look forward to. I'm going to do a live at the weekend as well, and I'll give you more details on that. Again, as always, thank you everybody for the support. Channel members, anybody who's watching, anybody who's new jumping on board, thank you ever so much for the support. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Take care.